Beyond your five senses, the science of what you can't see. You are about to discover something that changes everything about how you've been taught to think about abundance. I want you to imagine something with me for a second. Everything you've built, your career, your accomplishments, your identity, your entire understanding of what's possible, it's all based on information from 0.0035% of what actually exists. 0.0035%. That's not a typo. That's not an exaggeration. That's science. Your five senses, your eyes, your ears, your skin, your tongue, your nose, they are absolutely incredible. They've kept you alive. They've helped you navigate the physical world. But they're also showing you a lie. Not intentionally, but a lie nonetheless. A lie of omission. Because 99.9965% of what exists is completely invisible to your five senses. And while you've been operating your entire life based on that 0.0035%, abundance, provision, clarity, and possibility have been broadcasting toward you on the frequencies you couldn't see. The question I want you to sit with today is this: what if the biggest breakthrough of your life is waiting in the part of reality you've been trained to ignore? What if stepping into your trust fund, your divine inheritance, is simply a matter of learning to see what was always there? That's what we're exploring today. Not theory, not wishful thinking, but science. Quantum physics, neuroscience, spiritual truth, all pointing to the same conclusion. You're not trying to attract abundance. You're learning to receive what's already flowing toward you. Here's the thing about being human. You've been programmed, not by choice, by survival. Your five senses evolved to keep you alive, to detect predators, to find food, to stay safe. They evolved to keep you in scarcity mode, because when your ancestors saw danger, they survived. When they trusted abundance, they starved. So your nervous system learned, see lack, respond to lack, survive lack. And that programming, it's still running, right now, in this moment. Even if you've achieved external success, the career, the salary, the satisfaction, that old programming is still whispering, there's not enough. You must hoard. You must struggle. Accessing your trust fund calls this the scarcity consciousness. It's not a personal failure. It's evolutionary. But here's the problem. The world has changed. You don't need to be in survival mode anymore. Yet you're still broadcasting that frequency. So you look around your life and you see what your five senses can detect. The bills, the limitations, the gap between where you are and where you want to be. And your brain says, yes, this is real. This is all there is. You're right to be worried. But what if that's only 0.0035% of the story? What if, in the 99.9965% of reality you can't see, abundance is actually the default state? What if provision is broadcasting toward you right now, on frequencies your senses can't detect, like radio waves filling this room, but you just don't have your receiver tuned in? That's not wishful thinking. That's literally how the universe works. The visible world is real, but it's also the smallest fraction of what's real. And the moment you understand that, the moment you truly get it, everything changes. Let me show you the science. Because once you see this, you can't unsee it. The electromagnetic spectrum is everything. Radio waves, microwaves, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma rays. The visible light spectrum, the only light your eyes can detect, represents 0.0035% of the entire EM spectrum. 0.0035%. That means 99.9965% of light exists beyond what you can see. Your phone connects to radio waves you can't see. Your microwave heats food with waves you're completely unaware of. Your doctor uses X-rays to see inside your body, waves that pass through you invisibly every single moment. They're all real, they're all powerful, and they're all invisible to your five senses. Now imagine if this principle applies to everything, not just light, but reality itself. If you're missing 99% of the light, how much of life are you missing? How much abundance is streaming toward you that you simply don't have the receiver tuned to detect? This is where Helen Keller comes in. Helen Keller was deaf and blind from infancy. By our standards, she had the most limited sensory access possible. And yet, she lived with more clarity, more connection, more access to life's beauty than most sighted people. She once wrote, "The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart." Helen had access to something most of us don't, not because she had better senses, but because she learned to access the part of reality that exists beyond the five senses.